Time to retrace my steps. Ensuring victory. My favorite. All right. Got you. A lightning sigil.
What shall you do, young lady, now that the momentous task you've undertaken is complete? We certainly have quite a mess left to clean up, but after that, whatever you decide, may it bring us satisfaction and success.
I accept this gift. Fixed the barrier, did they? Pylon destroyed. Something for you.
Blackwinged Eris has become an obstacle. She sometimes flies across my path, thus startling my steeds. I am the Eye of Night, yet cannot see much worth in her at all. You have my light.
All yours, Golly. Good job. Now what? Remnant forces. Border. That light. A gift of ambrosia for you, Grandmother. Perhaps this can liven things up, for there ought to be much cause for celebration in the coming times. But mostly I just wanted you to have it, for all the hope you gave me.
You say I gave you hope? I was intent on fighting the Titan no matter what. But having met you, I started to consider the possibility that we might prevail. Then I could see my daughter's gentle face and her daughter's. I can think of no worthier cause. Snow falls gently on Olympus as before, but no trace of Typhon's foul storm remains, or of the rest of him. But you are able to confront him still somewhere beyond.
I see. trying to slow me down. You shades are getting out of there.
Between a luxurious palace and an impregnable fortress. The so-called legions of Kronos will be getting through these walls.
They'll drown. A few more pylons left.
Of Typhon, you are now supposed to hunt down what remains of him somewhere out of this bloody world? Oh, you can't catch a proper break, hot stuff. But I have got your back.
Getting warmer.
Valuable is near.
Felt that for sure. On my authority. bulb of garlic. Barrier destroyed.
To do away with all that Kronos gold in another age or two. Nothing of slow mind, or that he minted an awful lot of coins right quick.
Thank you for your service.
Look, I only had a couple here and there.
Are you quite serious, Cyclops? The bodies of the dead ought not to be consumed. All sorts of diseases and the like.
I'm telling you, they can be pretty good. Just gotta age them right. But anyways, we can pick up on that later. Got a warm one over there.
Lady Medea, I cannot believe the two of you are getting on like this. The Testament of Night requires that you form alliances with those who stand in our way.
We merely have a common interest, sorceress. The Cyclops yet stands in your way, so have at him. I'm here to make the night more foul at your own behest. Shadow now.
Lady Medea's gone. My claim. All set. Golly! Golly.
Rick?
The might of the heavens.
Strictly speaking, niece, you chose correctly in deferring to my brother Zeus, but I must still save face.
We fickle gods. He wants a fight, does he?
I think. My wrath has ebbed back into the sea that is wherever my wrath has soared. I'm bounty!
I see something of use.
Yes!
Prepare, fishy. To me. I've got a shrimp. And now to set a course.
How about two? Time to bite!
Delivery arrived.
Sugar beets and egg of hens. Gust of welcome back. Where have you been for all these nights, Poppet? So many oddities took place, each stranger than the last. Those ghastly sailing ships out there all seem to lose their course for one. I know not what occurred.
Kronos is defeated, madam, and I mean for good. That's likely why his forces have been notably disorganized, although they're not gone, and neither is he. Has Headmistress not communicated this?
Good heavens, why no! Unless, well, I can be very isolated here. Perchance I missed some message she relayed. Oh, so then you mean to tell me you're victorious?
Well, yes. What now remains is to ensure he'll not rise up against the gods again, ever. He or Typhon.
Oh my, this is... Oh, I must confer with Our Lady Hecate at once. But first, please, quickly, make your choice. Now off with you.
Thank you. Madam Cersei, I'm grateful that we had a chance to meet again after all this time. Your kindness to me always meant a lot, and I wanted to give you this small token in return.
Nectar! Oh, thank you, little miss. I've made attempts to brew my own, but never get it right. Though why don't you take this in kind? Think of it as a little island souvenir.
It's beautiful and quite adorable. Thank you. Together we shine.
Together we shine.
Next vessel.
last night you got me was so good. Can't even imagine what it would have been like while I was still alive. Wasn't going to ask for another, but since you're offering...
I'm offering, so here. Maybe it's even better now that you're Shade. You mortals had to eat and drink out of necessity, but nectar helps fulfill a different kind of need. I meant to tell you, Icarus, I finally got to fly, with Great Selene and a moonlit steeds. I certainly see the appeal, and I didn't even get to steer the chariot.
Wait, you were all the way up there? That's amazing. The moon herself giving you a ride across the sky. I've thought maybe if I could just fly a bit higher, I could reach her myself, but I talked myself down. Take your pick. How did I know?
Keep up the good work. You're a welcome sight, my lord. In the name of Hades.
Grow strong under the stars.
Of the moon. This beach.
See anything different about me, babe? Probably not. I haven't changed a bit. But you know what has is the adamant rail. I mean, just look at it.
That must be someone else's aspect of the rail. Perhaps you did or said something to make it change its form. Though this could have been my doing as well.
There you go, always trying to take all the credit for yourself. Well, the rail doesn't answer to you, it answers to me. And I've already figured out all the new stuff it can do. Now watch this.
to your rival's fall. Follow your senses.
Some seeds.
A hidden secret of the ancient weapon wielded by the erratic embodiment of strife proved not quite unpredictable enough to take the underworld princess off her guard.
May the Rail's next bearer be more responsible. Next. Go for it, Golly. Nicely done. Come on. Now! A gift. Do it. Stay where you are.
How many is that?
No escape. I've put a pillar top.
Enjoying that one, yeah? Well, we've got plenty more, just let me know.
I think you should be able to come out now, as the greatest threats facing your mountain are gone for the most part. Well, granted there are vicious satyrs out there still.
Hey, easy with the satyr talk. It really isn't cool. You think my satyr friends here ever talk that way about us gods? Now, what do you mean, greatest threats?
Typhon, the father of all monsters, Kronos, the titan of time, the former utterly destroyed, the latter pacified. The war is over. Olympus is secure.
The war is over? Hear that, everybody? The war is over! If that's not cause for celebration, I don't know what is. So grab a drink, take a dip, shake your hips, you know it, yeah!
You won't be leaving here, will you?
No way, baby. Coming right up.
You're a most gracious host.
Yeah! Oh, come off it. Everybody, listen up. What's gotten into you?
Golly. Almost there. Hold on.
Enough of this lot. Short work.
Boundless riches!
Now you are to confront these traces of our great foes, both at the summit and in Tartarus, recreating the path that got you there, as though the possibilities need to align?
That's how our grandfather explains it, more or less. Almost like we're circumventing outcomes in which we might otherwise have failed for one reason or another.
There ought to be very few such outcomes then, for we do not fail, merely take the necessary time to succeed. Wise choice. Beware out there.
Good here. Well worthwhile.
We deliver.
Could use this right now. Here we go. Satyrs.
I see a lost shade.
Let me show you the way. Didn't work. Golly, get it.
Such is the smuggler's life.
A generous exchange, Uncle. With the grace of the moon.
Your path is set.
I thought you might show up.
The war is over, Titan. Drop the act. You still refer to Kronos as your master and seem no more charitable towards the gods, despite now doing this for their sake, not just yours.
You know as well as I that the conditions of your climb need to approximate your prior path if you are going to succeed. And I admit that the result I seek would otherwise not be possible. Thus, here we find ourselves.
The result you seek involves me repeatedly beating you up. Perhaps all you really do want is a proper thrashing, under the guise of acting like some sort of savior.
I have extraordinarily high tolerance for pain. For such mockery, less so. Remember, we can both administer a thrashing here. Let's go. what needed to be done. Now you go do the same. Far worse awaits above.
Fly on home. There. Which keepsake now? Delivery coming soon. Rush delivery on this. Looking forward to this.
See you later.
The fortress of the gods. Out of my sight. Next floor. You're one of Typhon's bigger children, aren't further refined. All right, fish. That's a bite. I caught a storm gullet.
enter the next phase.
One with Selene. Mind getting that for me? Some plankton.
Here's what's in stock. You should have everything you ordered from my special shrine with faster shipping free of charge. Now comes the hard part. Think you're ready for it, Em?
I'd be less ready were it not for you. Thank you for meeting with me here. Does Olympus know you're doing this?
They know I'm out delivering supplies. We're all on the same side anyway, right? No need to bore them with the details when they've got their hands completely full. I'm off.
Farewell. Good. Olympus, I accept this message. Good. Hail, Typhon! down with Typhon.